EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Bengals of Houston taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring their shoulders and getting downhill.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll stick with Algier. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen off the play fake. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
5 wide, middle. Gun.
Now Allen again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On play action, Allen got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Walker hit and the ball is out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The Bengals drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Set, ready.
Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end. So here's a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Young. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Olave, 73 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Alert!
They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Sanders again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's Young off play action. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Young quickly to the flat. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Young on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Young to throw it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. The 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Regular. Out.
Now Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Look out.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On play action, Young, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw, Young. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Final play of the half, Young. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Middle. Alert. Hey, home.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A strong running. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
56, 56. Off 52. Look up.
Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Striker, 3-3.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Mega. Hey, go Fury. Black Ultra.
Young. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
At the Bengals' 37-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Alert!
Allen going to audible to a different look. Operating from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal. Hey, green. Green jack. Ready.
Young now. Buying time to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Steelers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now here's Young. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
In motion right, Olave. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third.
Ready, set.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 16-yard line.
What's that?
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
How about this?
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hut, hut.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Strike. Strike. Check. Strike.
Throwing, Young. Flushed out right.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Myles Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Regular. We'll go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, Walker showing the power. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On the
The
set.
Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hut, hut.
And going right back to Walker. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
52. Set.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Trying the left side with Walker. Down to about the 37.
On the ball.
Second down and 8.
Ready.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after.
Matthew Wright for the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 56, Bengals 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ready, break.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Ready, ready.
The play fake, now Young. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly